Alright, I was going to do a video showing some of my favorite records, so I'll get right to it. This is Just Die. They're a hardcore punk band from Asheville, North Carolina. It's my buddy's band. The album is called A Momentary Lapse in Positive Thinking. You can pick it up off my buddy's record label, which is Workin' Shadows. I believe it's a Big Cartel site, so it's workinshadows.bigcartel.com, I believe is the website. So that's that. It's on black vinyl. It's a really good album if you're into hardcore punk. This is Johnny Cash live at Folsom Prison. It's a really good album if you're into music of any kind. I have it on black vinyl here. This is Apples in Stereo, Velocity of Sound on black vinyl. Very poppy indie pop. This is Boards of Canada's first record from 1995. It's kind of minimalistic, atmospheric, electronic music. I'd kind of put Boards of Canada in there with post-rock. I'd say that they are post-rock played on electronic instruments. I mean, if you're into electronic music, you'll love it. If you're into post-rock, I believe you'll also love it. So this is a repress. Very simple. It's on black vinyl. Very good album. Hair. The original music from the musical, which is kind of a rock opera, just psychedelic craziness, basically. Just if you love psychedelic music and you love, music from the 60s, Hair is where to go. Buried Alive. Death to Your Perfect World. This is on gray marbled vinyl. This is the band that came before the band Terror. Scott Vogel is the vocalist as well as the vocalist of Terror. Very good hardcore if you're into just angry, loud, tough guy sounding hardcore. Zao. Liberate te ex inferis, or Save Yourself from Hell. This is on gray marble with red see-through split. This is a great metalcore album if you're into metalcore. They were actually a Christian band at the time. I don't believe they're a Christian band anymore, but this is a wonderful record. It has new cover art for the record. I got this from Broken Circles Records. I'm not sure if they have any pressings left or if they repressed it or anything, but I bought this about 4 years ago. So if they do and you can snag one, it's a great record and it sounds great on vinyl. Pete Seeger. This is a pioneer of folk music. He is absolutely wonderful if you are into politics, if you are into just folk music in general, or if you're just into music that just makes you feel happy. Disistema, the grim prospects of our future. Crust punk, hardcore metal crossover, really good stuff. Don't really have to explain this one. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Godspeed You Black Emperor, post-rock from Canada. It's a double gatefold. There's the inside. One record is a 12-inch. The other record is a 7-inch. And you switch back and forth between the records to play it in order. It's really weird how they align the tracks, but it's really cool. It kind of keeps you working to listen to the music, which is kind of a fresh thing in this culture of, I want it now. I don't really have to explain this one at all as well. This is Black Sabbath, Paranoid. Vic Tucker and Sharky's Orleanians. This is Floating Down the River, down to New Orleans. It's some banjo-driven New Orleans style jazz. It's really, really, really good stuff. It's one of my favorite records. Pedro the Lion's Control. They are a really good indie rock band from the 90s and early 2000s. This is on clear Coke bottle. It's one of my favorite albums. Cat Power, The Greatest. It's really good indie folk. It's on black vinyl, and you won't be disappointed if you like indie folk or alt country. Bill Callahan, Sometimes I Wish We Were an Eagle. Really, really good stuff. If you like psychedelic music, if you like country and alt alt country, bluegrass, any of that kind of stuff. It's kind of what I would consider psychedelic country. It's really awesome stuff. Also, if you were into the band Smog, as Bill Callahan was Smog basically. So, Me Without You on Brown. I don't even know how to describe it. Just, it's on a freaking beautiful record. I love this record and I love how it looks. Between the Buried in Me's first album, they're self-titled. It's on Orange Marbled. This is a really good album if you're into metalcore or technical death metal or any of that kind of stuff. Actually, if you notice, between is actually spelled wrong on this pressing, so I thought that was kind of neat that I got a misprint, but I'm not really into collecting things, so I'm just like, meh. The Beach Boys, The Smile Sessions, released in 2011, recorded in 1966. It's never really released. It's also a double gatefold, has some sleeves in here. One has the lyrics and one has a picture of Brian Wilson. If you're into psychedelic music, Baroque pop, or any of that kind of 60s music, definitely check this out. It is not like anything you've heard the Beach Boys ever do, maybe besides Pet Sounds, which is one of my favorite albums of all time. The Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream. It was the repressing, I'm not sure when it was done, but it's orange and purple, shiny. It's a double gatefold as well. It opens up to the double gatefold with some, this was on the back, and this isn't on the inside. And the Moody Blues, Days of Our Future Past with the London Festival Orchestra. This is really awesome psychedelic pop from the 60s. Probably one of the first bands to incorporate an entire orchestra into their music. Really good stuff if you like psychedelic music. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video, and let me know if you guys have any records that you guys would like to share too. I'd also like to give a shout out to the Q Up. His videos kind of gave me inspiration to make this video, because I was actually looking for unboxings for Vinyl Me Please, which I'm probably thinking about picking up this month because it has a really nice pressing of Black Sabbath's Paranoid, so definitely want to try to pick that up. Alright, good night guys.